The richest man had just stepped out of his car when he was drawn to a billboard in front of a little boy. Out of curiosity, he walked over and asked, "What do you need the toolbox for?" The boy replied that he wanted to earn money by fixing phones and selling parts. The richest man was surprised, so he asked how much the toolbox would cost. The boy said frankly it would be $80. The man pretended it was too expensive and turned to leave. But the boy suddenly called out to him, seriously saying he had already visited 6 wholesale markets, and this was the lowest price. He had saved up $30 and only needed the man to invest $50 to become his business partner. The boy's sincerity touched the richest man. So he took out $50, but made one request. He said he would only be in town for 2 days and wanted $51 back with interest. He also wanted to see proof of the boy's work. The boy agreed without hesitation, unaware that this act of kindness would change his life forever. Soon, 2 days passed, and the toolbox was filled with phones waiting to be repaired. The boy waited eagerly for the man to return, clutching $51 in his hand, ready to repay him. But by nightfall, the richest man never showed up again. The boy silently swore to himself that when he grew up, he would find his business partner no matter what. 15 years flew by. Now the richest man faced angry workers demanding their wages. The gates of his company were completely blocked. Restless in his office, he questioned his secretary about the sudden disappearance of company funds. Before the secretary could respond, his 3 adopted sons swaggered in. They demanded that he hand over full control of the company or else watch it collapse. Only then did he realize the truth. The funds had long been siphoned off by the 3 of them, and the company he built from scratch was now an empty shell. Thinking they had full control, the 3 sons left smugly. Just after they walked out, the richest man received a call from the hospital. His mother had been diagnosed with late-stage liver cancer, and the surgery and follow-up care would cost $5 million. But the company's account was completely empty. Even at rock bottom, he still chose to take responsibility. He asked his secretary to wheel him downstairs. As soon as he stepped outside, a brick came flying toward him. Blood gushed from his head, but he kept telling his secretary he was fine. He even defended the workers, saying he owed them wages and that their anger was understandable. He asked to be helped onto the table and sincerely apologized to the workers. He swore that even if he had to sell everything he owned, everyone would get paid. He begged for just a little more time. Then he knelt down before the workers. His sincerity moved the crowd, and slowly they began to disperse. He immediately asked his secretary to sell all of his personal assets to see how much money they could raise. Meanwhile, the 3 adopted sons reported their success to a mysterious figure. It turned out to be the richest man's old classmate. Back then, he had always been overshadowed by the richest man and had been jealous for years. Now, he was using the adopted sons to get his revenge. One of them asked, "If the company's already an empty shell, why bother keeping control of it?" The classmate replied, "A top investment group is looking for a partner. As long as we control this company,